Hi, my name is Erin Noxon, and this is my channel. And I used to make lots of videos for different reasons about different topics and different things. And I like to share stories. And so I've been wanting to make videos for a while now, like about something different. And I never know exactly what story to tell or what thing to do. But I had a really great adventure the other day in ChatGPT. And so I thought I would share that today. So right now I'm recording this. We'll see how it turns out. This is my first time trying it. And then I'm going to actually record my screen with my best friend at school, Screencastify. Sorry, and ChatGPT. They're also my friend. I'm so sorry if I'm offending you. Oh, great programs that I love. But Screencastify, if you don't use it as a teacher, you're missing out. And ChatGPT, man, you're my best buddies. But I have to tell you a story about the other day when I was hanging out with my buddy ChatGPT. I actually was working on a test. As a teacher, ChatGPT can be useful to help you create dialogues for a test. I have been a teacher doing this particular teaching that I'm doing currently for over 10 years. And at that point, you start to lose your ideas for what kind of dialogues you can make. And so by asking ChatGPT to help you out, sometimes you get some fun stuff and sometimes you get some interesting things. So let's do this. All right, so I'm going to bring over my ChatGPT window now. All right, and here we go. So I first went in and I gave it a whole bunch of dialogue prompts. So I have a book that I use. And so I picked some of the names and things from the book that I use. And then I had it create a dialogue about someone who would be taking their first trip to Australia. And it actually worked out pretty well. And I said, I wanted to switch some names and I wanted to do different things. So this was fine. I went back and forth with the dialogue. It was great. Then I asked it to make me true and false questions. It did so. I told it to tell me the answers so I could see its justification. And then I said, okay, you did a good thing with that. I had to work on the dialogue. I had to work on the questions and make them a little bit more challenging, but it worked out. It was great. So as a teacher, go for it. But then I wanted it to make a short story. So I said, I want a short story, a little bit tricky to understand, written in an American 6th grade level vocabulary. So I usually use American 6th grade level vocabulary because I find that to be the best bet. After that, I can tweak it and change it around as I want. So I asked them to make this. And I said, I also wanted 4 black and white pictures to go along with the story because I'm going to print it up as a test. So I asked them, and this is what I get. This is an amazing, cute little story about Emma, Liam, Zoe, and Max, and they decide to explore the woods to uncover the mystery. And it was really cute. And I read it through, and then they made these images, and I thought, wow, that was really cute. Like, this was my first time. This was last November, so November of 23. And I didn't know yet, that the images it could make were so cute. And so we went through and he made all these images and I thought, that's outstanding, but I can't use this story. And oh yeah, then I said there was a problem with 4 and then they recreated it. So I couldn't use that for my test, but it was my first time with that prompt. So it worked out really well. So then I thought, I have a medical chapter. And so I was like, I'll have it make a medical story. And so I gave it these instructions, 270 to 300 words. Now, they have a really hard time with word count. I don't know why yet. I'm hoping that they're learning, but they seem to be figuring it out, and I hope it'll get there. But I asked for 270, 300 words, American 6th grade level vocabulary, and include all these medical words that the students learned. Stomach ache, backache, elbow, bruise, blah, 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 blah. And so it made this story, The Clumsy Adventures of Sam. And basically Sam goes snowboarding, hurts their arm. A few weeks later, spring came, And so I didn't use the dialogue directly, but I changed it up for what I thought I could use in the test, and I made it a time sequence. And so then I thought, this is a great story. I want to use this as the sequences in time, and then I'll have the students put the pictures in the right order based on the sequence of events that it says in the story. So I was like, all right, well, I need pictures. And then it asked me, could you specify which scenes you would like to be illustrated? So I was like, okay. So I said again, I need all the images in black and white. And they were like, okay. And I said, I need image 1, getting an arm put in a cast. Image 2, tripping and falling to sprain the ankle. Image 3, Sam carrying a lot of bags with a hurt back. And image 4, Sam skiing and looking scared at the tree. So they thought about this. They thought about it. They thought about it. They thought about it. And then I got the pictures. So here's the picture of them getting put the cast on. It's a little bit much, and the cast goes up a little high, and it's a little, clumsy here and there, and I really hope the doctor has the right number of fingers, but maybe there's a pinky behind. And for the most part, I didn't find too many glaring things. The kid's leg goes through the table. But it's enough that you could ignore it if you need to. So that was supposed to be putting the arm in the cast. So 2 is supposed to be tripping and falling to sprain the ankle. So there's tripping, falling, sprain the ankle. I didn't think it actually showed tripping and falling to sprain the ankle. So you'll see the adventures in that later, but at least it shows them tripping. The next one was to be Sam carrying a lot of bags with a hurt back. I don't know how those bags stay on Sam's back. But at least it's a lot of bags and on the back, and he looks like his back is hurt. So cool. And then number 4 is supposed to be Sam skiing and looking scared at the tree. Okay. I have never seen a more beautiful thing than I ever saw in my entire life than this picture. I knew then that my lovely buddy, ChatGPT, they really need to study a little bit more. And I learned that they don't quite understand yet trees. So I don't know what that is in the tree. If it looks to me mostly like a cat. And then maybe cattails or branches, but they're not the same as the other branches or cat. Skunk tails, there's some sort of thing bursting from the tree. And then the tree is chasing Sam. He is definitely looking scared at the tree. But this is not quite what I had envisioned. And the monster of a person, whatever it is, skiing behind is there. But I cannot. I will stare at this for the rest of my life. And love it. And love the joy, shock, and amazement that I felt as I stared at this picture going, wow. Oh, it was beautiful. So after I laughed a whole bunch at this beautiful picture, I went to see what they said that the picture was. So they said that image 1 was Sam getting his arm put in a cast by a doctor. Yes. Sam tripping and falling, about to sprain his ankle. Yes. Sam carrying too many bags and showing a hurt back. Yes, he looked hurt. And then Sam skiing and looking scared at a tree he is about to hit. And I suppose the tree is about to hit him because the tree is chasing him. And so I said, something is wrong with the last image. A tree can't chase him. He would be above the tree on the hill, and he would be going down towards the tree. And so they said, I apologize for the confusion caused by the last image. Let's recreate the 4th image to accurately depict the scene where Sam is skiing down a slope and about to hit a tree, reflecting the actual scenario from the story. I was like, all right, they got it now. So here's the new image. I don't know. I don't know what's wrapped around the tree. I don't know what all those happy people are doing in the background, but I know that that tree is also seemingly racing down the hill and he is nervous about it. This just got me though. It says, looking scared at a tree he is about to hit. And I was like, I don't think he's about to hit it. So I said, nope, again, the tree is above him on the slope. The tree should be below him. And so they were like, I understand the issue now. The image should show Sam skiing downhill with the tree below him on the slope, indicating that he's skiing towards it. So I was like, okay. And they said, I will generate the new image properly depicting Sam skiing downhill towards the tree. So close. And yet, why does Sam have 3 skis? Oh, I was laughing so hard I was dying, crying, dying, and just it was amazing. Almost the tree is close. At least the tree. I don't know if this tree is racing down the hill. It might be. But then, I was like, no, dude. Like, they almost got it. You almost got it. But now, while the tree is downhill, he is in the foreground, and the tree is not. He and the tree should be the same area foreground of the picture, with him uphill and the tree downhill. And they were like, oh, thank you. I'll create an image where Sam and the tree are both in the foreground. This is important. You need to remember this. Sam and the tree are both in the foreground, with Sam skiing downhill towards the tree, correctly depicting the scene with the right perspective. Sam is skiing downhill, but Sam is the tree. Oh my gosh. And there's some random person skiing in the sky. And the tree is again gonna kill the child. Oh. Sam is skiing downhill, but Sam is the tree. I'm sorry, I love it. I laugh so hard every time I watch it. Okay, so they then told me that it's ready and that it actually captures a suspenseful moment from the story. And I'm sorry, if a tree was chasing me, it would be suspenseful. Yes, I agree. Okay. So I said, wow, nope, that is wrong again. You are correct in that the boy and the tree are in the foreground, but now the tree is chasing Sam. Sam should be chasing the tree. I thought maybe if I said it that way, it would work. Sam should be chasing the tree. So they were like, got it. Here you go. We don't understand trees. And we don't understand slopes. Oh, he's trying so hard. So then, I was like, nope, you got it totally wrong again. So let's see. How about just a picture of Sam skiing, looking scared with trees all around him? And so they're like, got it. And again, there's 3 skis. But at this point, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to crop out the bottom. So I was like, thanks a lot. You got this. So then I thought the one with him carrying all the bags, it was a little bit 50s-ish and a lot of bags. So I was like, can you go back and finish that? And I do love that they know that when I say go back up to something we talked about previously in this conversation, like, that's nice. So he's like, got it. And so I was like, yes, he's just more modernly, but I think this is physically impossible. So I say, okay, keep that look, but fewer bags. That many bags is too much. And so I got these, but now suddenly I have 2 pictures. And they were like, oh, look, he's got a grimace. Oh, great use of the word grimace. I said, okay, but why are there two of Sam in the picture? I want only one picture of Sam, and I need him to really look like the Sams in the other pictures because he's like aging him up and aging him down. And so then I got this and I thought, I'm just going to use one of these and cut my losses. So I said, hey, I'm good. But then a few days later, I realized that one that I mentioned previously about the spraining the ankle, it just didn't really look like he specifically was spraining his ankle. It looked like he was tripping, but not that he sprained his ankle. And so I was like, hey, can you show me that one again? And they were like, yeah, here, it's this one. And I was like, oh, you good? You good? You got it. They said, yeah, I showed my friends and they didn't think it really showed him spraining his ankle. So can you show him sitting on the ground? Now, this is important. We have to read the words precisely. I said, can you show him sitting on the ground, holding his ankle, looking like he is in pain? It literally said, holding his ankle. The child's holding. Okay, first off, he only has 3 fingers in one hand, and the other hand he's holding an ankle of we don't quite understand fingers and toes and feet either. I said, why is his right hand holding another hand? And they're like, oh, my bad. So, here you go. How about this? The leg is rather large in the foreground. However, there's the right number of fingers. I don't know what the strain marks are on the leg. I'm going to go with its socks. But I thought, cut my losses. That's good. And that was when this story ended. This has been episode 1 of Adventures in ChatGPT for Teachers and Test Writing. I have noticed that if I shut down the conversation and go into a different chat, it does help sometimes. And now it's been what? December, January, February, March. It's been like 3 months since then. So I think it's gotten a little bit better, and they've kind of figured it out a little bit. Because this past test writing season, I was working on my tests as well, and it turned out pretty good. But for the rest of my life, this will, I think, forever be one of my favorite images that I have ever seen in the history of the world, in the history of time. Like, I cannot tell you the, I don't know, minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes of time that I sat crying, laughing, and then showing it to my husband, and then showing it to my child, and then showing it to my friends, and now showing it to you. And I hope it causes you joy. It made me cry. It was beautiful. It is beautiful. And if I ever have a house where I can display things on the wall, I shall frame it. Because it's amazing. All right. I will tell you more stories later. Have a nice evening, and good night.